revival. In the dimness of church light at night, she sits and sniffs at dusty hymnals. Too young yet for pimples, she picks a scab on her right knee until it bleeds. Only his blood can wash you clean. 6 days of spiritual scrubbing, and still her soul lies limp in her belly, wrinkled and dirty as a soiled pair of panties in the bottom of the laundry basket. Repent and be saved from eternal damnation. Her sins hover over her, drawn like dark moths to the light of her brief light. Afflicted fairies, they flutter and dance behind closed lids. Neck bent in prayer, she dares not lift her head for fear of Daddy's glare from the pulpit. So she studies the open sore, pretends hard it's a bullet hole, and she's a wounded cowboy and not the only unsaved soul amongst the levy of believers. Head down, she avoids the frown she knows is tugging at the corner of her mother's mouth where she sits beside her. Imagine, my friends, what hell is like. She can, but doesn't want to. And while words of fire flame from the face that with a whiskery trace graces her room at bedtime, and the same sweet lips that kiss her cheek to sleep grimace with damnation while the congregation groans, she taps the toes of her Mary Janes, wishing she was home, or playing on the grassy knoll behind the church at kick the can or hide and seek, or catching fireflies to be released, the crushed ones glowing on her fingertips. To her, a good example of what can happen when you let your little light shine. She swallows all her dad's descriptions like her mother's bitter health prescriptions, expecting dreams of screaming folks who, once boasting disbelief, stand roasting in red-yellow heat, no green to cool their burning feet. A fate she knows awaits her. Awake late, the sheets bind her in a starchy knot, the sweat of future fires makes her hot, and she tries not to sleep, but does, and dreams. She's in her own backyard. It's spring. Mimosas bloom a frilly pink, and honeysuckle hangs. Its summery perfume fills up all the room inside her as she gazes at the mitt on her left hand, a softball glowing whitely in the trap. She has on jeans and high tops, a t-shirt that says, Jesus shops at Kmart and saves. She's not sure exactly what it means, but accepts it like we do in dreams, and looking up sees the Son of God himself looking hopefully at her. He wears the flowing robes and curling hair she's seen in pictures everywhere, but his eyes seem neither sad nor mad. In fact, he's smiling, and she assumes he's glad he's got a softball glove on his hand, too. She's not quite sure what she should do, but he punches his mitt like a pro, calls out, come on and throw. She grips the ball and pitches, hopes like hell that he won't miss it. He snags it easily, throws back a perfect toss she catches a little to one side. That's when she discovers something has rubbed off on the globe of bleached cowhide, because the ball that's nestled in her glove is full of love. How else to explain it? That warms her mitt and fills her hand, reaches up the length of arm to bleed into her chest until her entire body shines with its powerful radiance. Overcome, she feels too young to understand this kind of love, but knows she can appreciate what is good and kind and whole. In that twilight world, the two play catch, and every time she throws it smack into his mitt, she hopes he feels her love him back. They don't talk, The ball expresses all they have to say, and they play until the day discovers her in bed, when just before his last pitch finds her glove, the ball becomes a dove and flies away.